hard
anything
guy. I don't know
up.
what this hard guy.
Yeah, mate. He's cheating. Oh,
What the
he's wallbang
Yeah,
actually, watch that cam.
See, man, he's got aimbot as well, bro. He's got aimbot too.
What?
He's turned up his cheese.
People like this.
He's rage hacking, mate.
Bomb secure. They're taking B.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. How are we doing? Today's video is going to be pretty much focusing on the main issue within Modern Warfare 2 rank play right now, and that is cheaters and hacking. You've seen in those clips previous to this little commentary here a couple of examples of what I've been running into, but before we get into that all, I just wanted to say a couple of things. First off, the gameplay here is absolutely astonishing. I get a 3KD whilst running around with a sub, so there's some absolutely disgusting plays, so make sure you guys stay to the end of the channel. Plus I do get 130 SR at the end, so I'm in Crim 2. This is on my alt account because I'm sick of cheaters in my Iridescent account. So yeah, second thing, I just want to thank the community I've built here, and you guys have been supporting the channel hugely in the past couple of weeks. I'm nearly at 1.7 thousand. Yeah, 1.7 thousand subs on the channel, which is absolutely huge. We're striving for that 2K mark, so make sure you guys support the channel where you can. But all the love I've been receiving is absolutely well appreciated, and yeah, I'm here for it. Now, let's get into the premise of this video. So, I don't know. I sort of want to know your responses here too. So feel free to drop your sort of perspectives down in the comments. I want to see like what division are you, what rank are you, and how many cheaters do you tend to come across. So, a little bit of background here. My main account got into Iridescent, and then every single game after that point, well, every other game, let's say, I'd come into a hacker or potential hacker, whether it was walling, whether it was aimbotting. It's a bunch of things. You've seen a couple of clips in the little montage I had at the beginning of this, to make your own decision what sort of hacks you think they've got. But generally speaking, I was sick of playing it. It wasn't fun because every other game I was thinking, is he cheating? Has he just got silly, like ridiculous awareness? Like, I don't know, and it just wasn't an enjoyable experience for me. So, I thought, you know what, I've got some friends who are a little bit lower down in the ranks. Let's create an alt. Let's set up a new account. The game was on discount at the time, so I thought, you know what, why not? Why not? So I ended up having a lot of fun until I got to Crimson again. Like, I got to Crimson 2 around like rank 15. You're going to see here, I think I'm Crimson 2 rank 16 at this point. And it was throughout this whole time I was still getting hackers. I was playing hackers. I'm like, what is going on? There was a couple of shadow bans on this account. I was shadow banned on my Iridescent account, and basically what that means is the game automatically sort of puts you into hacker lobbies, or people who are the people who have been shadow banned based on how many times you've been reported. So if you're being reported a bunch of times, the game's just going to put you into lobbies that share lobbies with other people who have also been reported. So you end up playing a bunch of hackers, a bunch of really suspicious people. So I did want to sort of note to that. I think the fact that I was shadow banned is probably, it means something's working, obviously. But obviously I'm not hacking. You guys know I'm not hacking. For those of you who follow the channel for a bunch of years, I think I've been doing this for 2.5 years now. You know I'm not hacking. I'm just a fairly well-established COD player. I've been playing COD for a while now, so I just know what's what. And there's some clips I watched myself back and thinking I'm definitely not hacking. Like, that's just not how it would be. So I'm clearly not hacking. There's a couple of my mates who've also been shadow banned who are also not hacking. I think people just rage spam the report button. But the good thing to take out of this is the fact that actually does something. You do know that if you report or block people, you will end up get them shadow banned, which is great. That's great for people who are hacking. But there needs to be some sort of filter there to determine who's hacking and who's not. I understand that the system can only do so much because at the end of the day, it is just computer software determining the factors that they're being given. Ideally, you'd have someone sat there watching clips of people, or like posting the clip thing. Now, the clips at the beginning of the game, I just want to briefly talk about those as well. A couple of the guys were blatantly hacking. You had the one guy who was just shooting through walls, like obviously hacking. Like, how was he? We then played him a couple games after that again. Like, how is he not absolutely banned? I don't know. And then we played a couple of guys where you're thinking, okay, it looks sus, it looks suspicious. Like, the couple of clips there were like, okay, he seemed to know where I was through walls. Like, the centering was spot on, the pre-aim was really good, and they instantly knew where I was. That's harder to prove. So it's just like aimbotting and things like that. I feel like if you had some sort of forum you could submit clips to, and it was obvious like that, then they could get them banned like that. And when I say banned, I think it should be a hardware ban. It's so easy for people to create new accounts. Essentially, all they need to do is buy the game again if you're on PC. Or you don't really come across hackers on Xbox and PlayStation, to be fair. But like that use platforms, obviously, if you play crossplay on, you do come across them. But yeah, if it's very obvious like that, hardware ban them so they can't create another account and they can't just, you know, hop on and play like on a different account. I don't think that's the thing. I think if it's 100% without a doubt cheating, like the clip I had at the beginning of this, I think it was the second clip in on the new Expo map, there is no way he should be playing this game ever again. Like, he should be hardware banned from CODs going forward forever. Like, there should be a zero tolerance to those sort of hacks. I know this is a sort of a rant video and I don't really want it to be, but if you feel like it is, feel free to mute me and just enjoy the gameplay anyway. But it's just quite frustrating that I actually can't enjoy the game as I would like to enjoy it because of the amount of hackers in the game. Then you've got the other clips at the beginning, which are, as I say, they look like they're tracking me through walls. Now, the real problem here is that, are they tracking me through walls because they're hacking, or is it because they've got loudness equalization, turned on in their PC, which means that they can pretty much hear me across the map? Or they just got really good set of headphones, which I don't think helps. There are so many clips I see out there, and I can understand why Activision or whoever's involved don't want to completely outright ban people like this, because they could say, well, it's because I heard them. Like, there's ways around saying that. The easy fix to this, for me, in my eyes, is to make Ninja a perk. If their audio is almost silent, which it has been in the past couple of CODs with the use of a perk, then there's no question. It's like before in previous CODs, you either knew they were outright hacking or not, because sound whoring wasn't as prevalent as it is in this game. But in this game, there's so many question marks. Like, you get shot, you get traced through walls. It's like, okay, could be walls, could be just the game being really loud. Like, it's really hard to tell. It's tough. It's tough. I don't really know what they need to do. I think implementing Ninja into the system would benefit the community. I think it's better competitively anyway, in my opinion, and I think you guys would probably share that opinion. And secondly, it makes the accusations a lot more reliable and a lot more believable, because you're not going to be able to hear people through walls. So really, if you're being tracked through walls, chances are they're hacking. Next thing, I played, I know it's a bit off topic, but slightly on topic. I played Counter-Strike for the first time a few days ago, and before I even created an account, they made me verify my mobile number, where am I living? Mobile number on Steam, and they made me get the Steam app. See this clip right here? I imagine that looked like it was hacking, but it's a very, very common spot for people to sit. If you ever sit there, when I'm ever approaching this hill, say for example, if I've got an AR, I will always wallbang that corner. If I've got a sub, I'll always peek to the door and wallbang that corner. It is a very obvious place to sit. Those sort of things. So for example, if that was clipped in, I can understand why someone would think I was cheating. And it would take someone with good amount of game knowledge to determine the fact, like in Activision, to know that that wasn't the case and I wasn't cheating there. Which I think is another thing. I think Activision, the employees at Activision, may not have the game experience. Some of the guys, like some of us slot players, are like a fairly high level. So it's going to be hard for them to determine who is hacking and who's not. But yeah, anyway, back to my Counter-Strike thing. I actually had to put verify my phone number before I could even play Counter-Strike. And I think something similar would be good, although relying on people to have a mobile is tough, and I think that comes with a lot of barriers, and people aren't going to be really 100% happy with that whole thing. But it would reduce the amount of cheaters. That guy shit on me, by the way. Next thing I think that would be beneficial is if, as I say, hardware bans. I think you know, having Ninja would be a thing, as I say. But for those of you who aren't on PC, obviously if you're on PC, you really can't get away with it. You can't get away from it, sorry. And if you're on Xbox, you can't get away from it. But PlayStation, you can turn cross-play off. So make sure you guys are doing that if you're sick of hacking. But yeah, sorry for the rant video, guys. As I say, I appreciate the support on the channel, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, even though it was just me ranting over and over. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.
Do what?
You
playing?
free fire in there.
I someone did that.
No, but I don't mind dipping.
Yeah, I'll play in like 5 minutes.
Alright, I'll play another one then.
Yeah, play another one, bro.
Sound.
Why, not going well?
No, it's going really well. But
What are you in?
pretty sure I'm playing with that. Huh?
What are you in?
Yeah.
What are you in?
Crim 2.
Everybody flanks in.
Yeah, can do.